Good morning, afternoon, evening, teachers, whenever you choose to watch this. Again, as long as it's completed by Monday, we're fine. We're really excited to be bringing our first flipped professional development day that really stresses two of our main focuses this year, and that would be DOK and making sure we're kind of taking our kids to the next level, and then also integrating the iPads. You know, we're so fortunate and so blessed to have those as a tool. We really want to make sure that we're integrating them into our daily instruction as we focus on the critical thinking skills that we know that our students need. With that, however, before we get into kind of the excitement of what the day is going to be, there's just a few things I would like to say, maybe to the staff in particular, before we get into PD directly. So guys, if you wouldn't mind, if you could kind of give me just a couple minutes with everyone, I would appreciate it. I just want to talk a little bit about this last week for what we have been through. And, you know, this is a crisis that none of us asked for what we have been through, for us to stay so positive, still take it serious, make the adjustments and changes, and, you know, the contact with everyone to keep all the organizations to keep everyone safe. It's been a lot of work, but the thing that's amazed to me is each and every one of you in your classrooms, how incredible you're still doing your thing. I've almost felt guilty coming into classrooms because it's going so well. And it just amazes me, each one of you, what you bring to this team. And, you know, this time too shall pass. And we know that the times that we grow the most as a team or as individuals is in the valleys. And this is definitely a valley, but we are growing. We are becoming better. We're becoming closer. Let's just stay together, and let's not question each other. Let's not, you know, be upset, armchair quarterback, whatever you want to call it. You know, let's not just second guess. Let's just have the trust in each other to say, you know, if I had the same information, then we would make the same decision. So I just ask that you do this as we go through this. And I also feel, honestly, a little guilty, and I shared this with the serve team, that, you know, we're talking about lesson plans and we're talking about, you know, instructional strategies, and my goodness, you know, I don't know how often I've said over the years that there's like a Maslow's hierarchy of building management. And the first thing, guys, is we have to make sure you're safe. And I know before we can start building on and adding on, we got to make sure that you know that we've got your best interest in mind with every decision. We have to make sure that you know you're coming into a safe environment to where protocols are being taken to help keep you safe and keep the students safe. Then once we create that and alleviate some of the fear and anxiety, then we can start talking about going to a higher level. What amazes me is I've actually said that to a couple grade levels. And they're like, wow, Mr. Stickle, we really appreciate that. But we really want to talk about grade and assessment. So sometimes I think my worries with that are exaggerated, but please know if right now you're kind of getting by, but the main thing is just making sure you're safe. I understand that and I respect that. And we're doing a great job, guys. Our building's running very well. We have amazing teachers in every classroom. So we can be patient. We're not trying to win a sprint. We're trying to win a marathon. And we're building deep roots. We're not looking for, you know, a beautiful plant that has shallow roots. We're looking for a sturdy tree that has very deep roots. So just thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for trusting the serve team. Thank you for all of your input. And it's okay for us guys to disagree on things. And but please know when we have to make a decision, you know, we have to make decisions. And I just appreciate again the positivity that everyone continues to bring to work. The focus on changing the world, you know, one student at a time, that's still continuing, the growth that we're showing as a building through all of this. So it's just exciting to see when we come out of this, who we are going to be. So just thank you. I'm sorry. I wish there was some amazing way for me just to end all this and get things back to normal, but there's not, and God has a reason for everything. And this is something that's challenging us, but I know we're going to do better for it. So with that, guys, if you don't mind sliding back in, we'll start talking a little bit about this PD. Listen, staff, you know, sorry to be so long-winded, but I just love all of you, and I just want to make sure that you know that we care about you, and we understand that the highest priority right now is your safety as we go into talking about professional development. And our first PD day of the year is Friday, guys. It's right here. It's now. We've decided to, even before the situation with the 3 students, we decided that we were going to, the thing our teachers needed the most was all the work we've had is you need time. You need a close to a 3-day weekend as we can give you, but we do need to have some structure and make something positive out of it. Then with these 3 incidences, and I really appreciated working with George and Red Apple, they're bringing in the night crew. They're going to deep clean everything in the building. That means when we get back Monday, we want to be like dead on with our protocol. And of course, we have some new students join us too. So we'll want to practice all routines and procedures. And we're going to flip the day. And we've been working on the DOK. And I'm going to turn it over to Swartzy here in a second. But the team's been working on trying to get a day that may take, I'm going to be honest with you, maybe 2 or 3 hours of time, certainly not 8 hours. And our hope is that you can relax a little bit, watch it, participate at your own pace, and still get something out of it that you may very well take right into class on Monday. So with that, Brandon, turn it over to you. That might be the first time I've called you Brandon. I don't know.
That was kind of weird, man. Don't do that again. He can't even respond since he's back there. Hey, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys and just kind of show you an overview of what's happening. So originally I had this PD called, there's an app for that, but apparently Apple had that trademark. So, Schwartzy here doesn't want a legal battle with Apple. So I changed it to there's a tool for that. And what it is it takes a look at our DOK where we've got levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I've done is I've gone through and I've looked for new, unique things that you may or hopefully haven't heard of before. And for each one of these, I'm actually creating a video. All the ones that are underlined right now, I have videos for. And the ones that don't, I'm working on them as we speak. And what I'm going to ask that you guys do is take a look at these videos, look at these DOK levels, and then I'm going to ask that you comment on a Padlet that I'm going to throw up in a couple days or Friday, that you comment on one app or website from each of the DOK levels. So that's 4 total. I would like you to take a look at them all because there's some really cool apps like Hemingway is really awesome. Read Theory is amazing. Sketchpad is really great for creating and designing new things. And I will have small videos for each of those. And if you take a look and you respond to the Padlet with one from each level, that's fantastic. You've hit that threshold that I would like you guys to do. But if you decide that you want to up your game and you want to respond to 6 of the apps or websites, that would be half of what I'm doing here. That would not be half of what I'm doing here. Math is cool. That would be just under half of what I'm doing here. That would get you a free dress down day, so a free jeans pass. And that's the gist of the PD, man. I think you guys are actually going to learn a lot from these apps, and you'll be able to utilize them in your classroom. And one of the great things is that this is going to be either it's going to be applicable for iPads or computers. So whichever the students are using, they'll be able to use all of these things that I figured out, or that not that I figured out, but I've researched. And with that, back to you.
Okay, great. Listen, I just appreciate that work, and I think we're hoping to, again on Monday, see some exciting things taking place in the classroom from this, or at least some dialogue. And one of the things that I was really excited about with this was it's starting to get Brandon into what his role really is, and that's the what was it again? The liaison.
Blended learning liaison.
But honestly, I do think, that this first 9 weeks, he's really been more of a IT tech guy and doing a great job with it. But I really want everyone to kind of see his ability to help you and kind of meet you where you are with integrating technology into your class, whether it be with, Apple iPads. And I don't even think iPad's not your device of choice, is it, Mr. Schwartz?
It is not. However, I am Apple certified. I got that in 2017. What's up?
Awesome. Yeah. Well, that doesn't surprise me that you would do that. That's kind of who you are. Anyway, anything else we need to share with these guys before we can kind of turn it over to them and let them get started? What do you guys want to add?
Just a quick reminder that grades are due on Friday at 4 p.m. Make sure you get those in so that Miss Erica can get your grade verification printed. And then with this video, I'm also going to include a Google form. I know we fill out a lot of Google forms, but we just want to know, the coaches and I want to know how we can support you, how we can help you. And, maybe it's, hey, back off. I don't need help right now, or, hey, no, I want more help. We just want to make sure that we're getting kind of a temperature of the room so that we don't stress anybody out. And that's all I have.
All right. Ms. Coyle, anything else you want to add?
No, not at all. Not at this time. This was perfectly covered by, I think, Ms. Davidson, yourself, and Schwartzy. And just read the Beavers Minutes this week for updates and reminders.
All right, guys. Hey, I look forward to this, to see what comes of this PD Day. And if it works out, great. First of all, we've already shared this with the national team. We've shared it with the state team. They're very impressed. I'm really excited to share the final product with all the apps and the final agenda, and then also the final work that comes out of it. And when they come visit again, they can see the great things happening in our classroom. So everyone stay safe. Thanks again for all that you do, and take care.